Ready to go? What is our favorite thing about chochoyotes? You don't need a tortilla press. Just use your hands. Chochoyotes are little masa dumplings. In Veracruz are also known as ombliguitos, which is like little belly buttons. So they're these cute little dumplings with like a little indentation in the middle. You can drop them into soups, stews. I love using them in beans for that extra bit of starch. Traditionally, chochoyotes are made with a little bit of fat and salt cut into them, but not always. We don't have any fat in this or salt. Instead, we're gonna finish the chochoyotes in a little bit of boiling salt water. And that's gonna actually infuse it with a little bit of seasoning that we need, just as you would with a sort of a pasta. And then we're gonna drop that in once it's cooked into our beans, where it's gonna continue to cook a little bit, but not that much more. Let's get started. To make my little belly buttons, I'm gonna take a tiny little bit of masa. It really depends on the size that you want. I actually like a very small dumpling, about a marble. And once it's done, I'm gonna do like one little indentation in it like that. Doesn't have to be perfect, and that's it. It's it looks like an innie belly button. As we make our chochoyotes, a good practice so they don't dry out is to just get a moist kitchen towel. And we're just gonna put that right over the plate, so it's just keeping it nice and kind of humid over time. So I'm gonna keep making these little belly buttons, and again, just kind of rolling a little marble-sized ball and making a little indentation in them. All right, so chochoyotes are pre-shaped. I've got them resting here. Really, the way to season water is to make it taste like your memory of the ocean, which is to say pretty salty. Perfect. I'm gonna take the chochoyotes and drop them gently into the pot. Careful they don't splatter too much. And I'll know when they're ready when they start to rise to the surface, like any good dumpling. Great. All right, so these have all risen to the top. They're pretty much cooked through. Remember, they're gonna get a little bit of extra cooking time in the beans as well. I've got my pan of beans simmering here, and now I'm gonna add my little navels, my little Cheerios, my chochoyotes to the pot of beans, and that's it. It's really one of the greatest shapes. It's super easy to make, and it just adds a little bit of extra dimension to whatever you're doing. Make sure they get a little bit of time to kind of marinate in there so they absorb some of the additional flavor of the beans. These are really simple pot of beans. Some onions, some garlic, finished off with avocado leaf and epazote. Adds a little extra layer of dimension and some kind of anisey notes to the beans, which is so, so good. Beans, avocado leaves, masa, all available at masienda.com. I'm just gonna plate up some beans and some broth and a little bit of cilantro and lime. That's it. That's dinner. Chochoyotes. Hope you enjoy it.